next up we have our, like, all of my ColourPop liquid lipsticks. Before I get into those, I actually just quickly want to talk about my NYX lip liners. I actually wear these with my ColourPop liquid lipsticks. ColourPop does sell its own lip liners. I just didn't order them because I'm not a very big lip liner type person. I literally own 3 lip liners. I have these 2 from NYX, and I also have like a nude one that's from NYX, but it's like hiding over with the rest of my makeup. So I have the colors Auburn, which is like this brighter red. It's typically what I pair with some of my brighter liquid lips. And then I also have the shade Burgundy, which is like a deeper purple. If you can see that right there. I do really like these pencils. One, because they are so inexpensive. They are, I think, $3.49 a pencil. And again, they do the deals all the time. And on top of that, they're just super easy to use. You just sharpen them. They're very pigmented. So I think if you're like, again, just trying to play around with lip liners, that's kind of at the stage I'm at right now. I like would rather spend more money on the actual lipstick than of the liner itself. So definitely check out NYX lip liners. They do have a bunch of them, so you will definitely find something that you like. So I just wanted to quickly mention these because I'm going to tell you guys which ones I line for what colors, and we're going to get into those now. Let me kind of talk about the most asked red that I have in my collection, and it's definitely been used quite a bit to the point like there's no writing on here because it's been thrown into so many makeup bags and purses that it's come off. And it's in the shade Avenue from ColourPop. It's this gorgeous, like, deep red shade. It's so pretty, you guys. And what I love about the ColourPop Ultra Matte lips is they're so pigmented. So that's that right there. It does look a little shiny right now because I just applied it, but it will dry down to a totally matte finish. I think it's beautiful. I think it looks so, so good. Again, if you have like a tanner skin tone, or even if you don't have a tanner skin tone, I feel like it could totally still work. With this, I usually pair, where'd it go? Auburn. This one, I will line my lips with this and then fill Avenue in just so that way it kind of locks it in a little bit more. One thing I do want to mention with the ColourPop Ultra Matte lips, I know that a lot of people are like, oh my god, they're so drying, and this is like, this one especially, every time I go to wear my ColourPop liquid lips, I always put chapstick on before I put them on top so that way they are so much more wearable and just so much more comfortable on my lips. Other than that, they do last a long time. I do find that if I'm eating or drinking, you will start to see it kind of falling out a little bit in the middle of my lips. I don't know if that's because these are all bright colors, so it becomes like super noticeable as soon as it starts to fade a little bit. But I have noticed that if you go and eat or drink something, you can start to notice that towards like the center of your lips, and you might have to like reapply. One thing I do like though is they are super long lasting and they don't like crumble off, which I know a lot of liquid lips do. So this is really nice. The best thing about it, and this is what kind of first got me interested in ColourPop in the first place, is they're only $6 for each of these, which is such a great deal because out of everything here, these are the cheapest. Other than like the butter lipsticks from NYX, but those ones again don't last nearly as long as these ones do. Then I'm gonna talk about, this is Notion. So Notion looks really similar to Avenue in the tube. So this one right here is Avenue and this one right here is Notion. Also quickly, just for context, Avenue has dried down. So that is Avenue as a dry, and this right here is Notion. And again, it's shiny right now because I just swatched it. It will dry down to be totally matte. This color, I was eyeing it for so long before I actually went and bought it because it's so pretty, you guys. It's this gorgeous purple. It's like, it's a maroon. It's literally maroon with more of a purple undertone to it. I think for anyone who is my skin tone or deeper, this is definitely like a must-have in your collection. They're all the same, although I do want to quickly mention that I find that Avenue and Notion, they for some reason bleed on my lips. The other two matte liquid lips that I'm going to talk about don't do that, so it's not, I don't think it's like a formula thing. I don't know if it's like user error, if I'm just screwing up and not applying it properly, but I find that like sometimes, Notion especially, this happens to me a lot, where halfway through the day, I'll find that like towards the edge of my lips, like, see how this, like, this has a clearly distinct end to where my lips are? Like, I'll find that Notion kind of like goes down and up, and sometimes like I'll look in a mirror and be like, oh my god, and I'll have to like fix it a little bit. I don't know if that's just this color or if it's just me kind of messing up on that, but I do find, like I said, I don't have the issue with the other matte liquid lips. It's just these two, but mostly Notion. I do find that using a lip liner does fix that a little bit. It helps, you know, because it has to kind of go through the lip liner before it kind of bleeds everywhere, which usually the lip liner is a little bit more of a cushion, so that's why I recommend using lip liners too. But I don't know, that's just like a weird thing with Notion. The next one I want to talk about is Tulle. Or Tulle. I don't know if it's Tulle or Tulle. It's gorgeous. So in its packaging, it looks like this scary nude that is going to like wash me out like no other. This is Tulle right here. I don't even know how to describe it. It's more of like a brownish purple, more in the brown family than of purple, but I think that's what makes it so wearable. I was honestly like terrified when I saw it in the tube. I was like, that's not going to be for me. It's not going to look great. It's not going to look good. And then I go and put it on, and I've been getting so many questions asking, what is this lipstick color? And it is Tulle from ColourPop in their Ultra Matte Lip. Next, we have Love Bug, a burnt orange brown, if that makes sense. That's what it looks like right there. I feel like in general, like anyone could really pull off this color because it's so like unique and it's browner. It's definitely like a warmer tone though. So maybe if you're a cooler tone, I don't know how much you will like appreciate it, but I really, 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 really love this color. Again, this and Notion, I think I bought at the same time because I was eyeing both of them so much, but it's beautiful. And finally, we have the Ultra Satin Lip, and this is in the shade Hutch. This is totally not like something I would wear on a regular basis. This is obviously just a very dark purple. That is Hutch. If you are someone who is tanner than I am, you could like, you can make this work so nicely. So nicely. And what I do like about this is it is an ultra satin lip, so it doesn't dry down totally matte, which I actually kind of like for a color this deep because I feel like it's not like so loud and so in your face. I feel like it's a little bit more muted because it's like a satin lip. This I haven't had any issues with bleeding either. This is also $6 even though it's not an ultra matte. So those are all of the colors that I have just been getting so many questions about. Obviously I also threw in a few more of these here that I do wear out, and some every now and then I will get questions asked. So I kind of threw in other ones that were within the same family, but this is mostly just because I've constantly just been getting questions, and it's not like it's just one lip color. I mean, one more than others have been getting a lot of questions like Exotic, for example, but every single time I've got one of these shades on, I always end up with a question saying, what are you wearing and what do you think about it? And I figured, you know, why not just combine it all in one video just talking about everything. So just wanted to share with you guys some of those. I'm sure over time that this is going to change just because brands are consistently bringing out new stuff. I'm sure that this will change over time. If you ever want an updated one, please let me know. But those were kind of all of the current ones that I've just been getting questions about. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you subscribe, like it. If you didn't like the video, if you don't want to see my face, just subscribe anyways. I won't care. Yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Okay, Goodbye.